Hi, I'm Chris Grinter. I'm with the California Academy of Sciences in San Francisco, and we're here doing an inventory of the moth species of Saguaro National Park. And we have the Macrolepidoptera on the left and the Microlepidoptera on the right. And I think we're up around 145 species or so right now.
Now, how did you catch all these specimens?
We caught these with the blacklight trap. The blacklight trap, anything that's attracted to the light drops into the bucket and is euthanized, and then we sort through it in the morning and pick out all of the moths that we can to try and identify.
And is the biodiversity what you expected of the park here?
Roughly for this time of year, it's been dry. I think we expected it to be a little better this year, but you know, if it had been wet, we probably would have expected 3 times as much as there would have been.
Okay. Was there anything you found that you might not have expected to find?
Not necessarily. There were quite a few species that are very typical desert species that go all the way to California and probably east of Mexico. There wasn't anything that was necessarily out of the ordinary.
And your regular research is focusing on moths?
Yes. No, I'm doing taxonomy and some systematics of different Microlepidoptera families.
What issues are there in the work that you do in terms of biodiversity or anything we should be concerned about? Yeah.
Well, I mean, Lepidoptera are a very important indicator species. They're very abundant. You know, Lepidoptera in general is probably the second or third most abundant order of insects in general. And having a good idea of what species are in an ecosystem is very important. We have one of the smallest families of Lepidoptera here at the very top. That's Nepticulity. It's a little tiny speck.
Wow. How did you manage to pick that out from the trap? You know what
very carefully, yeah. I recognize the pattern. They have little banded wings, and they have gold eye caps over their eyes, and it's a beautiful moth. You just can't really see it.
There's some big ones on there.
And we had a few bigger ones. We didn't have any large Saturniidae, but we had a few sphingid hawk moths, and which would be the white line sphinx, and that's a beat up specimen of it. We do have an invasive species. This is Noctua pronuba here, and it's just made it to Arizona in the last, I think, 2 or 3 years.
Now, what eats these? Is it bats in the main?
Bats, rodents, anything that will grab, you know, a small insect will eat a lep. And I mean, I think that's probably one of their most important roles in the ecosystem is food for other animals.
I see the textbook you have on moths of Western North America is quite large. How many moths are there?
In Western North America?
Hundreds.
3,000 or so in southeast Arizona.
Yeah, so in Arizona we're over 3,000 of macros. With the Microlepidoptera, probably 4,500 species of moths in Arizona alone. Wow. And in the US there's probably 15,000, including all the undescribed species that we still have no idea how many there are. But in Arizona we know of at least a few hundred new species of different Lepidoptera that need to be described. They're waiting still.
Will they ever be described? Is there enough money?
They will be. It's a lot. Some of them are waiting for, you know, monographic revisions. Some of them are just waiting on desks to be described. You know, I've got 5 different species I'm working on right now that will be coming out in the next year or 2. But it's a slow process.